Well, here we go again. Here we go goddamn again. Another garbage ass single from Cardi B that only losers with bad taste and deluded females will actually take seriously. I genuinely don't get you people. How can you support someone as shallow and asinine as Cardi B in the rap game? I mean, we're talking about a straight up bitch who not only dropped the worst song of 2020, but she admitted to drugging men before her come up, as well as clearly not caring about the lyrical aspect of hip hop and is only in it for the money, which is the true definition of a culture vulture. Yet you people keep supporting this fraud of an artist? Well, guess what? Canine Senses, aka the King of Flow, the King of Wordplay, the one with the best taste, and the high minded adept, as well as real hip hop fans on higher levels of thinking, refuse to support rappers like Cardi B, and that is a pure 100% fact. So, anyway, the topic of this video is about the release of Cardi B's new single, Up, which is a fucking epic failure of a song. To put this in perspective, this is almost as bad, if not worse, than WAP, which I had no idea it was even remotely possible. But here we are, February 5th, 2021, where I'm expecting quality stuff to come out, but this shit just happened to be the talk of the town. You people are so goddamn pathetic. You make me sick to the pit of my fucking stomach. You are a bunch of sheep that will come to the false queen's defense despite the fact that she doesn't give a fuck about you. Yeah, she may compliment you if you give her attention, but you don't seem to realize that she won't go out of her way to respond to you if you do mention her. She is not a real rapper and she is a fraud. It's like, when will you learn that Cardi B doesn't give a fuck about her own fans? But let's get right into the song. First things first, that goddamn hook. The pre-chorus is nothing but meaningless bullshit, and the hook is just Up repeating a million times, which is just awful. And here come the females in the comment section as well as the body gang. Oh, but Kana, man, come on, man. I mean, come on. That's just the hook, man. The verses are where it's at, man. Oh, really? Let's go right into the verses then. The first verse is poorly structured and only has 8 bars, which isn't even the standard for verses. Usually verses are like 16 bars minimum. And I don't care if people say, oh, this is an intro verse. This is lazy. Not to mention, it has boring and simple rhymes like ass right, last night, act right, that's right. Like, come on now. There are also basic similes like racks stack up, shack height, and following that is one of the most overdone things in hip hop. I hate when people do this shit, but she says jewelry on me, long pause, flashlight. Shit like that pisses me off the most because it's just lazy and redundant. She says a simile, but doesn't even include the conjunction. The better way to say it would be jewelry on me like a flashlight. It would still flow well and it would be less clumsy, but instead, jewelry on me, flashlight. Like, this verse was trash, but the second verse is even worse than the first one. While she is somewhat rhyming 3 syllables per rhyme, it still doesn't justify the fact that she said, if I had a dick, you'd probably lick it like a lollipop. What, so we're comparing dicks to lollipops in 2021? I thought Lil Wayne said shit like this in 2008, so not only is this flat out unoriginal, it makes no sense. I'm not surprised there isn't even an annotation for that line on Genius, because even they couldn't even wrap their heads around it. Is she actually implying that if she had a dick, people would suck it? That's basically what the fuck she's saying. And then she implies that hoes be speaking Japanese, which sounds utterly retarded. There's no way that your key fan base will react to that and be like, damn, this bitch be spitting. Like, come the fuck on. So I looked on Genius and decided, you know what, let me expose this garbage ass rapper for releasing illiterate garbage lyrics. The second verse has the intro bars from the first verse copied and pasted right after the first 8 bars in the second verse. Like, the fact that she got away with that is inexcusable. And finally, the third verse. Again, it's only 8 bars. It's so goddamn bad. Basic type of lyrics, basic rhymes, unoriginal sexual references type of lyrics. This verse is chock full of them. But the one bar that I find on this trash heap is the line where she says, do you want the smoke until I bring it to your doorstep? Why would you say this? Because Offset is your husband? Of course, because he's the biggest simp in hip hop. And speaking of Offset, how the fuck does he find these hypocritical, contradictory lyrics to be so acceptable? Like, this shit is so ass backwards. And now that I have done my full detailed analysis, I want to talk about the flows that Cardi B uses, which are horrible. She just follows the rhythm of the hi-hats, which is so simplistic it hurts. Like, that could never be me. If you do that, then you are not a real rapper and you just need to straight up retire, because no one will take you seriously if you do that. And last but not least, the beat. Everything about the beat is fucking elephant shit. Once again, the 808s sound muggy, muffled, clumsy, and compressed to oblivion. They are damn near non-existent. And the main instrumental is also thin, there is no complexity or layers, just flaming hot garbage. And I don't know what it is, but I cannot for the life of me escape this one instrument that pops out of nowhere, that goes bing, bing, bing. Like, I've heard that so much in 2020, and now it's come back from the dead after being burned at the stake. And last thing that I want to bring up is that it's funny that I shove casuals deep into the dirt for trashing their favorite artists, for being horrible influences like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. But when I say that, I listen to Eminem, and they're gonna be, well, he's not good anymore. And that might be the fact that they keep following trends and opinions rather than listen to artists' entire discographies like the fucking sheep that they are. Even at Eminem's worst, he is still better than Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj put together, and that is a fact. So yeah, bottom line, Cardi B's new song Up is fucking garbage, just like I predicted it would. It's been K9 Census, man. Shout out to the real rappers like myself that are keeping real hip hop alive. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. The links will be in the description. And one more announcement, my EP will drop on SoundCloud on the 12th. And that will prove why I am immaculate in my craft and why rappers like Cardi B are hurting the industry rather than helping it.